Top of the morning, top of the night, whatever the case may be. My name's Ben Matthews, a time traveler. I am who I say I am. Your government with inside the government ain't. Trust me on this. I know these things. Well, disease X. It's here in the United States of America already. Started off in the Congo. They're estimating over 1,000 people are dead, but the lying mainstream news is only saying around 150 people have passed away from it so far. But once you get online and you start looking into it, you find out that it's in the thousands. And some guy came from Africa. I think he in Ohio. I'm not sure exactly where in Ohio. And he's in the hospital with the mystery disease X. It's awfully funny. It's not funny to us, but it's awfully funny that Bill Gates talked about this mystery disease called Disease X. And all of a sudden, bam, boom, bam, bing, here it is, man. It's awfully funny. It's just before President Trump gets in office. Sound familiar? Congo on alert over mystery flu-like disease as deaths are soaring. Mystery disease sparks fear in Congo. Goes on and on and on while people are sitting there. Let me see if I can. Bill Gates, disease X. See if I can bring something up here, man. Maybe we'll get 1 year ago, Bill Gates, we need to be prepared for the next pandemic. This won't be the last pandemic that we face. Bill Gates predicts the coronavirus in 2015. He didn't predict shit, man. He's got his hand right in there, man. Disease X 20 times more deadlier than COVID-19. And here y'all are, not one person worrying about some damn drones that are military drones, most likely from China. You know, because we got a president that's sold out this country. He's a piece of shit. You know, remember that spy balloon that traveled all across the United States of America, and finally, as it was leaving, they finally shut it down and done gathered all that information. They're doing the exact same damn thing right now, man, by allowing these military drones to be flying around all over our military bases and our water supply and our power plants and nuclear power plants. You know, I was on the phone yesterday to my congressmen, men and women, and senators, and saying, you know, what if these things got a dirty bomb on them? You know how much damage they could do. What if these things got diseases that they're releasing in the air? And don't think this is far fetched. These evil son of bitches are doing this all day long. I woke up feeling like shit today. Friend of mine was sick. He was down for 7 days, man. Finally ended up going to the hospital. They told him they didn't know what was wrong with him. That he caught some kind of airborne virus. And my friend, he's a stubborn person. He's tough, but he's stubborn. You know, he's one of these people. He works hard, man. He works 7 days a week. You know, He don't never slow down. And to see him laid up like that, man, it's just. But I didn't catch what I got from him. I caught it from some lady at a store. I was sitting there getting some product at like a corner store, and she's in there talking to a friend of hers, I guess, and saying that she was sick and explaining all the symptoms and shit she was going through the night before. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what the hell are you doing here in the store then, you know? And I kind of figured next thing you know, I'll end up getting sick. And sure as shit, I woke up today, man, feeling like crap. You know, and people ain't even gonna go around and give a shit about this disease X. Still fucking half of them are still in bed and shit, man. It's like these mystery drones. What's it? There's no mystery about them, man. You know, it's when you can't land a emergency helicopter for somebody that was involved in a car accident or whatever the case may be and shit, and fly them out of there to a hospital because of the damn drones. That becomes a fucking problem. And yet these people don't do shit. You know, the DOD and all the rest of them, the DOJ and shit. They're talking out their ass and shit, man. Just throw a little bit towards the the sheeple and shit, man, and make them satisfied, like they're doing something and shit. You know, I watched them personally, in different places I've been, shut down our equipment. Okay, I sat there and it's goes back to a time I remember. Dabu 777. He was somewhere and shit, man, and we're listening to the police scanner and shit, man, and they're talking about a person going. I don't know if y'all follow this or not. I don't really care, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. They're following this person, and he goes into one of them outhouse porta potties and shit, right? And at the same time, we're watching Dabu's feed, and it's one of his partners that are going into that porta potty. They're talking about Dabu, who's down on the ground reporting that shit. Okay, that's how people don't understand. That's how deeply they were monitoring Dabu and shit, and probably still. I mean, I'm positive they still are shit. You know, I think that was all in relation to when Dabu went to Area 57. He was supposed to go there with the Skywatcher 74. I wonder whatever happened to that guy, man. The second time was with Pete Santilli when we were in Washington, D.C. Not only did my equipment shut down, but his equipment shut down too. I think it was his phone, or I don't remember what he was broadcasting on, but I think it was his phone at the time. It might have been some other equipment. Don't quote me on that. And mine too. I'm not sure if Dev's stuff shut down or anybody else's. I just know me and Pete's stuff. But me and Pete were the ones always in control of the devices and shit, man. We're doing our live feeds or whatever and stuff. Because I did all the video editing, et cetera, and shit. So either me or Pete were mostly the ones in control of the devices. There's hardly anybody else had their hands on any of Pete Santilli's equipment. But I know firsthand that they done this, and they did it with Dabu. If I remember right, Dabu was talking about it because he brought a drone, because that's get a drone and you're reporting on shit like a hurricane or something. You can show good video of it, And I remember Dabu saying that they shut his shit down too, man. And I was talking to another guy, about these drones and shit, not a personal conversation and shit. And He was telling me he was somewhere at a protest, and they shut his drone down. And he had it up for 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, it just fell from the sky. They just zapped his shit. So you telling me that the United States government ain't got equipment to take these things down, man? That's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. They're destroy this country from within, man. Biden, you and your son and your family, you dirty son of a bitches, man. Is your daughter? Are you the reason? But Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, are you the reason that your daughter had to go to drug and sex rehab? Are you the reason, Joe Biden and Hunter Biden? Yes, you are the reason. Number fake ass diary. Diary was stolen. Blah 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 blah. Fake laptop. Blah blah blah. These evil son of a bitches, man, that walk this earth right now, man. Disease X in United States of America, Ohio. Mystery is the yeah, I already said that's 20 times deadlier than COVID. This is 10 months ago. Disease X, how to prepare for the next pandemic. One day ago, pandemic alert, mystery disease kills. See, they're only saying 140, but it's in the thousands already. University hospital patient under, yeah, hang on. I know it's in Ohio, man. They're not saying anything about it right now. If I can find it, and it should just pop right up, man. Disease X in the United States of America, Ohio. It should pop right up, man. It's already in a case of it and shit, you know. Here we get nothing. Let me see if this will do anything. Hang on. A traveler from Democratic Republic of Congo has flu-like symptoms. This is in Ohio. Hang on.
We've just gotten this press release from university hospitals within the last 5 to 10 minutes, and we just want to make you aware of it. We don't know much about it. It is a simple statement from the university hospitals, but it is something that, wow, a red flag has gone up.
A red flag.
Just precautionary at this point. It is a traveler who flew into Cleveland Hopkins International Airport yesterday and is now being observed, isolated and observed for flu-like symptoms. Not exactly sure why the university has decided to send out a press release, maybe to get ahead of something, or if rumors had been spreading on social media, so they felt they better make some sort of stick.
It's to get ahead of the shit, man. You know, these people are dirty, man. Ain't nobody sitting there talking shit, man. Well, after I make this video, then you'll have these bigger channels and shit come out here and start talking shit, man. But, you know, I sit there and I don't know, what was it, 2-3 weeks before the drones were even being talked about and shit. I pulled over the side of the road and shot a drone flying over the sky and shit, the orb looking drone. It's actually a probe. It's exactly what they are. Well, these ones they seen in New Jersey most likely are military drones from probably China. I would guess China, man. Letting the United States government know that we can do whatever the hell we want at any given time right now. I mean, because they're flying over your water reserves, your power plants, your nuclear plants. Just think of the damage that they could do if they had dirty bombs on these things, man. But let's get back to this disease X. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, man, but here we go. I'm going to start it over again, man.
Our digital desk. We've just gotten this press release from university hospitals within the last 5 to 10 minutes, and we just want to make you aware of it. We don't know much about it. It is a simple statement from the university hospitals, but it is something that, wow, a red flag has gone up. Just precautionary at this point. It is a traveler who flew into Cleveland Hopkins International Airport yesterday and is now being isolated and observed for flu-like symptoms. Not exactly sure why the university has decided to send out a press release, maybe to get ahead of something, or if rumors had been spreading on social media, so they felt they better make some sort of statement. I have it here. I'm going to read it in its entirety, and that's basically all we're going to do because we don't know much more. Again, this is just in the last 5 minutes that we've been given this. I want to read this. Early this morning, a patient who had recently arrived at Hopkins International Airport, we believe that was yesterday, in Cleveland from the Democratic Republic of Congo, was transferred via North Olmsted EMS to UH St. John's Medical Center Emergency Department with flu-like symptoms. That's in Westlake. Statement goes on to say UH staff has taken proper safety precautions while their condition is being evaluated. The patient is currently under isolation, and their condition has been reported to the Ohio Department of Health. Patients and staff are utilizing proper masking and isolation protocols and taking appropriate reporting steps to protect our patients, staff, and the community. That's all we've been given. So what we know is that apparently yesterday, a traveler from the Democratic Republic of Congo flew into Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, and it was this morning that individual had to be taken by ambulance to the UH St. John's Medical Center. That is in Westlake. The symptoms are flu-like. The UH has taken the appropriate reporting steps. They've gotten the Ohio Department of Health involved at this point. The patient is in isolation. The question is, what is it? What kind of flu or flu-like symptoms has them so at least concerned at this point that they have put this person into an isolation protocol and that they are taking the appropriate steps, according to the statement, to protect patients, staff, and the community. I know this isn't a lot, but we wanted to get out the very first information that we've been given. We've been hearing some rumors. We've been hearing and seeing some chatter on social media about this patient or about this suspected illness. So when we finally got a statement from university hospitals, we wanted to bring it to you right away. If you're just joining us, there is no cause for concern at this point or alarm.
At this point.
It is simply a statement from university hospitals saying that someone, we don't know if it's a man or a woman, that traveled from the Democratic Republic of Congo into Cleveland Hopkins Airport yesterday, had to be taken by an ambulance this morning. Not sure where they've been since the airport, to having to be taken by an ambulance to UH St. John's Medical Center. Again, that's in Westlake, and that patient is showing flu-like symptoms. They have isolated that patient. Staff is using protection as they help this patient. They have reported it to the Ohio Department of Health. They say that is protocol and that patients and staff are using proper masking and isolation protocols and taking the appropriate steps to protect our community, staff, and the patients. So that's what we have at this point. Of course, we're going to be asking more questions. We're going to see if Cleveland Hopkins International Airport has any statement, if they need to perhaps find other people that may have been on the same plane, the same flight that came into Cleveland. But again, getting out the word, the first word that we've been given officially on this patient that is now in isolation here in Northeast Ohio with what are simply being described as flu-like symptoms. Make sure you tune in to Cleveland 19 News at 3 o'clock on Channel 19, where we'll have the very latest to see if we can get some.
See, you got to remember that this guy flew on the plane. Who knows how many people are on the plane? Don't know yet. All of them are infected because it's an airborne virus. Then went inside the airport. Who knows how many people were in contact and got it. And then he went to the hospital. So the hospital's done spreading this shit around before they finally put him in an isolated hospital where they can monitor him and whatnot. Yeah. I don't really. It's amazing, man.
Muting.
This claimed at least 143 lives in southwestern Congo province in the Democratic Republic of Congo this month. The local authorities have reported flu-like symptoms in victims, including high fever and severe headaches. Women and children seem to be the worst affected by this mysterious infection. A medical team has been deployed to the Panzi Health Zone to collect the samples and to...
That's another thing. It said women and children are the ones that are mostly affected by this. So, yeah. All right, man. Thought I'd get this out there. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect to be that of God and God's army, because you're an army to fear, man. I don't know. It's flu-like symptoms that are hitting women and children. You're not really getting too much information about it, but they're sitting there saying about 140 people are supposedly died so far from it. But when I get online and I, get to the real source of information, we the people, going right to the source, the people, not the government, I'm finding out that it's more than 150 people. I in the thousands I'm hearing so far. But mainstream news is only saying, 143, 147, whatever they want to say, man. It's bullshit, man. And then this guy comes from Africa and shit, flies into Cincinnati, Ohio, and starts spreading this shit. Yeah, they don't got too much on it about it, man. They just like the drones and shit, man. They're not talking shit, man. Let's see here. Hang on. Trying to see if I can find anything on. Shit. So far, there ain't shit about it. All these news outlets, man, I'm going through and shit, man. It ain't coming up with anything about disease that's spreading. I've been through probably 30 plus news outlets right now, and they ain't seen one thing. Nothing. It's about 50 different news channels I got here I can go through, man. I get most of my information from and shit, man. And nothing. Nothing. See? Ain't shit, man. They ain't even got shit from hardly any more of them drones and shit. What the why does this keep popping up, man? I know there's nothing, man. Most of it's just about the gunman, man. That shot that CEO, healthcare thief. Disease X, Ohio. This is a year ago. What is Disease X? A year ago, you're talking about disease. Well, Bill Gates been talking about it for a while. So all right, that's why I put his name in there and shit, man. But CDC warns the Disease X could wipe out the human race. This ain't no shit, man. You know, it said right here. CDC warns Disease X could wipe out the human race. Then it's got question mark on the next one. Disease X, the next pandemic? Yeah. Disease X could be 20 times deadlier than COVID. But when I did show you shit about it, this person in Ohio, man, came from the Congo to Cleveland, hospitalized. You're not talking shit. I found one video, one story, and that was on that news outlet. And now, get shit, man. Disease X in Ohio. Man with Disease X in Ohio. Now it just says pandemic alert in Africa. Unknown disease. See, I probably won't even be able to find that last video I just played. Lucky I recorded it, man. It'll probably be gone and shit. You know, don't tell everybody. We want to get as many people unprepared as we possibly can. Now, let's see here. Disease X spreading throughout the world. See, it just keeps going back to the same video and shit, man. I'm lucky I caught that one news video, man, shit. Because once I start searching for shit on the internet, like Disease X, the algorithm's already fucking blocking me. It's already steering me away from the truth and shit, man. And like I say, I ain't got no. Hang on. See, just popped up and said, "Did you allow this app to make changes to your computer?" No, I didn't. I was sitting there talking to these people out here on YouTube and shit, man, and I ain't done nothing to allow any app to make changes to my freaking computer, man. Just popped right up, man. knocked you guys off and shit, man. And I don't know. Because I'm talking about the disease X, see? So now all of a sudden, bam, this app's going to be making changes to my computer. What the hell changes can it make to my computer? Why is it making changes to my computer? I didn't tell it to make changes to my computer. I didn't give consent to it. Dirty son of a bitches. Jeep girl. It's a disease, man. Yep. Just before President Trump gets sworn in, man. It's the same old song and dance, Jeep girl. It's not fear mongering. It's just like them drones. That's not fear mongering. We're not, and to be honest with you, I'm at this point in time not too sure that they are foreign drones from like China or something, because the way the way they act and what they're doing, man. I've been doing this for a long time and shit, man. And remember when the cows used to be getting cut up and shit, man, and then people were seeing the black helicopters, man, with no markings on them and shit. Well, when you go back and you research it, you find out a lot of people seen them Black Hawk helicopters shift into balls of light, balls of energy, take on different shapes and shit, man. And I'm just putting it out there, that people are seeing these Black Hawk helicopters, and all of a sudden they turn into a ball of energy and shit, and they're finding dead cows and shit. Well, who's not to say these drones that are being seen ain't the same shit being used, and they're not trying to hide themselves. It's been going on for a long time, man. I've been looking in to see how long exactly it's been going on, and I'm back to over a year that these so-called drones have been over military bases, nuclear power plants, water reserves, things that they could wipe out and do a lot of damage, man. And I don't even want to search, mystery drones and shit, because that just keeps giving you the same feed and the same loop and shit. The algorithm keeps giving you the same videos and shit, man. And last night I did put a program in my computer and shit. I do once in a while. That way I can get out and surf the internet without being censored and straddled down and shit. And I found like 6 different people that were driving around doing live feeds and shit, because that's what I was interested in. I want to live and shit, somebody out there in the field and shit, documenting this and recording it. And I think I found like 6 different ones and shit, man. But if you were to sit there and not have, let's say, an IP address blocker in your computer and a couple other things and shit, you wouldn't get that. All you would get the same old song and dance, man. The same old videos. And then other people are just using the same old videos and regurgitating the same thing. So you can watch 10 videos and they're all the same video of the same shit, Well, I didn't want that last night. I wanted to see people that were literally, because there's people out there, man, that are filming this shit, live feeding that shit. But when you go on YouTube and shit, try to find that shit, or X or Twitter or any of these other platforms and shit, it wasn't popping up, man. You weren't getting it, man. It wasn't popping up. Once I did what I did in my computer and shit, I got about 6 of them and shit, man. And some of them are some pretty interesting videos, man. But I didn't record anything and shit. For one, I didn't have permission to use other people's video footage, And I wasn't going to go through the song and dance and the hoops and shit to go ask for permissions to use your video, blah, 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 shit, man. But yeah, some are some good fucking videos, man. These drones are amazing, man. They're not your average household drones, man. These things are size of fucking. They say size of cars. They're bigger than cars, man. Some are the size of vans, man. Let me see if outbreak of disease X. See, it just keeps going back to the same shit, repeating the same shit. 143 people died, and it's more than 143 people. And why did they come up with 143 people? 140. Why is that number? You know, you can't sit there and say, well, there's 143 people died from this virus. You cannot say that at this point in time. They do not have any freaking idea of how many people have passed away from this virus. None. Congo on alert over mystery flu-like disease as the death toll rises. See, there's somebody being honest. But they're all like, you know, this is all bullshit control media, man. It's not giving you shit. Doctors puzzled by deadly disease emerging in Congo. Yeah, here we go again. So think, if it's 20 times deadlier than COVID, how many people died from COVID? But that was by design, because the government put on a mask, keep your distance, no socializing and shit. And the best thing to do is, man, is just take care of the people that are sick and the old people, and the rest of the healthy people go about your business, man, and herd immunity, man. Get it over with, man. You know, and sit there and they just slow ball the shit out of that COVID, man. Just slow on purpose, man. On purpose. Yeah, I feel like shit today, man. But I know I got it. Well, I don't know exactly what I fucking caught, but I know who I caught it from. Like I said, my buddy, he was sick and shit, man. But I didn't catch it from him. I caught it from yesterday. I caught it from the lady at the store, man. 'Cause she's sitting there talking to her friend, man, saying, "Yeah, I was sick last night, throwing up, diarrhea, and cold, and blah, blah." Well, why you at the store? Why are you here spreading that shit, man? Stay home and stay in bed, man, and get better and go back to work, man. Now, 2,000-3,000 people went in that store yesterday. You're handling lottery tickets. You're handling cash back and forth. I mean, you're coughing and shit. Yeah. Oh, here I go, man. I know it ain't disease X. It's probably one or two things, but it has nothing to do right now with disease X. But that's bullshit, because it weaken my immune system, and if disease X starts spreading and shit, my immune system's going to be weak. All right, man. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect, man. God bless each and every one of you. Be prepared, man. Be prepared. That's all I can say, man. Be that of God and God's army, man, because you are an army to fear.